What up? Why is the spiritual path so dangerous? I had a revelation today, so I want to talk about it. How y'all feeling? I'm Coach Kyer, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Please drop your name. Well, I know your name. Drop your city and state. Drop your Team Zodiac. Yeah, where you at? What up, Shazel? Shalaka. The Hemp Healer. What it do? Hemp Healer, I need you to DM me. I got something to talk to you about. What up, Chris? What up, Carmelia? Abdul Kul Tafel Atat, Wabazon, Gama Farragoon, Shilel Kaloon. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. And I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istanje ilaku. What up? What up? Yes. Anybody really interested in the hemp and CBD game and really getting some money? I really would, like you to inbox me. I got some stuff I want to talk to you about. I'm putting a sales team together. It's not a multi-level marketing, and it's a lot of money involved. But what I want to talk about right now is the dangers of the spiritual path. Why it's so dangerous? Please share this. Press 2 if you share the video. I see you, Team Leo in Charlotte, McAllen, Texas, Team Pisces in the building, Arizona, Team Gemini. What up, Miss Epwright? We got to talk soon too. Thank you for winning the contest the other night at the self-discovery webinar that we have on Thursdays. This week we will be having our webinar on Wednesday, not Thursday. Wednesday, not Thursday. Announcement. Also got the venue for the 5MEO Toad lecture in Atlanta. First time. We'll be in East Point, Georgia, Friday at 7:30. All right. Friday at 7:30, we will be having the first 5MEO DMT lecture with Dr. Jerry in Atlanta, Georgia. In East Point, you can take the MARTA, get off the MARTA and walk across the street. You do not have to drive at all. I took care of that today. Lynn China, what it do? Team Pisces in Virginia. Big shouts out to Ty Phoenix. Can somebody send this to Ty Phoenix? Can somebody send this out to her? Because today this is how this got inspired. Man, a lot of people get on this path and they go in, they start thinking that everything is love and light. Ooh, love and light, love and light. And they start hollering love and light because you've been in so much like religious buffoonery and religious darkness and people being treacherous, and you blamed it all on religion or you blamed it on the white man. And then you was like, well, if I become conscious and I get on the spiritual path, it'll be less dangerous. Sorry. Yes, happy Earth Day. That's not how it works. They're going to send out the location. They're going to send the location out, and I'm going to send the location out. But, I mean, you can DM me, but we have 6 days before it happens. So all week I'm gonna be telling you where the location is at. But I think it's Total Core and Wellness. 2578 Main Street, something like that. Total Core and Wellness. But I promise you, when you get off the MARTA it's 2 streets from White Way. So if you know in Atlanta, East Point, if you know where Thumbs Up is at, it's 2 streets over. That's if you're in Atlanta, you know where Thumbs Up is at in East Point. All right. So many folks. How many people coming to the ceremony next week? I know we got like 15 people signed up already, and we got room for like 10 more. So how many of y'all coming to the ceremony next week, and how many of y'all coming to the lecture? What up, Priscilla? But I want to talk about why is the spiritual path so dangerous? It's way more dangerous than when you was unconscious. When you was unconscious, you had like a hedge around you. You was getting a weekly paycheck. You was doing all these things. You wasn't really like out there following your goals. You was like in a system. You know, when you sleep and you up under the spell of Leviathan, you in a system that protects you because you're a worker and it doesn't want to harm the workers. It's trying to keep you buffered and keep you in line. You get a little tap on the hand and stuff like that, but it's really not trying to kill you. It's trying to shorten your life from living 1,000 years to live like 60 or 70 so they can make money off of you from the cradle to the grave. But when you get on the spiritual path, you start studying stuff like immortality. And now you start disrupting the system and you interrupting the big money. Did y'all press 2? How many of y'all press 2? What's going on? Yes. So if you missed the class and you'd like to see the winner of the open mic contest, you can just go to selfdiscoveryclass.info and you can just get the class because it should be up by now. You can get the replay. Thanks everybody for sharing. Definitely. Thank you, Lala. But when you get on the spiritual path, I wanted to make this video because so many people got it confused that it's a love and light thing. Even when they come in and they hollering love and light and they making jokes and stuff like that, they don't understand how much danger they putting themselves in. Because you got to leave your comfort zone on the spiritual path. So as soon as people come over and then, but a lot of people when they first get over or they fake it for a while, they want to be comfortable. Oh, I'm on the spiritual path. What up, Quayle? I'm on the spiritual path. I'm doing all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm so-and-so. I'm so-and-so. But it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's not easy. It's not easy because you start wanting to be more creative. And then you start losing support. And then we start losing support and you start leaving the other robots, because you was like that too. When other people was leaving, trying to go spiritual, you started like casting spells on them. Even as a robot who didn't believe in spirituality, who didn't believe in magic, you started casting spells on the people who was trying to get light and right. They was telling you, peace, God. What's up, Queen? Love and light. And you was looking at them talking about going somewhere with that shit. You've changed. You'll be back. You ain't rich yet. You was throwing shade on them. And so now when you go over and you cross over, guess what? It's a whole system over there that's looking at you as the threat. They look at me as the threat. And I'm cool with it. A lot of y'all come over. What up, Sonya? A lot of y'all, not just from everywhere. Your family is just the first line of haters and spellcasters. All of us have magic in our family, but collectively, we're not using it all together. And then you come over here, you come from one illusion and come to this middle illusion. Like, well, since I'm screaming love and light, and I'm screaming hotep, and I'm screaming conscious, and I'm screaming woke, like T.I. and all these other cats, them jokers are still puppets, man. Them jokers are still puppets. They waking up, but they don't get it. They definitely don't get it. They thought Kanye was woke. And what did Kanye do? He just made a song said, Jesus is king. What? So the thing is, when you in this dangerous thing, how do you handle it? Well, the first thing is stop asking why. Why is it so dangerous? Why are they doing this to me? The number one mistake that you can make, that I see people make on the spiritual path, is when they start to ask, why is somebody attacking me? Why is somebody attacking me? You know the other danger part about it? Other people will see me, I'm on the spiritual path, and then guess what they'll do? They'll get terrified because they'll be like, well, if I'm around him, then somebody may start thinking I'm like that too. How does he make money? He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a 9-to-5. I can't be in a relationship with him. So now my relationships is in danger because somebody is poisoning, you know what I'm saying, the minds of women who may want to be with me. Yeah. Oh no. And because the robot, it's so hard for the robot to get over here because then all the other robots was like, oh, you ain't gonna make it over there. It's just a constant. Now the reward on the spiritual side is exponentially greater. Can everybody type exponentially greater? The reward on the spiritual side is exponentially greater than that on the robot side. And you know what we call the robot side? What is it? Hashtag wall of suffering. Everybody, hashtag wall of suffering. The wall of suffering is safe. The wall of suffering promises you a death. Right. That you can guarantee. A guaranteed death? Woo! Oh, so everybody loves that right there. Yay! Because you always talking about it. But over here on the spiritual side, when you really talking about enlightenment, There's no more fear of death. There's no more fear of death. And then there's a disdain for the wall of suffering. But the wall of suffering is the majority. So when you start having a disdain for the wall of suffering, then they start to attack because they're in the majority. And you're a minority, they're going to try to crush you just like white blood cells. You know how white blood cells come to the surface to get like some bacteria? You get cut, white blood cells rush and try to stamp that out and put a scab on it so you'll be healed. But a wall of suffering, robots will rush at you to make you look like you're doing the wrong thing. What up, Marinette? Danielle's in the building. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for posting more on Instagram lately. We loving that you doing what I told you to do a long time ago. Finally. What up, Erica? The wall of suffering will bust your ass. I used to be on the wall of suffering. Then when I got a promotion at the wall of suffering that I was a supervisor. I was helping jokers construct the wall of suffering and making it go higher and higher and wider, talking about I was woke. That's what T.I. is. T.I. is still at the wall of suffering. Everybody was always complaining about whatever. You're at the wall of suffering because you're still engaging with the robots. Then you leave. Then the robots come after you. I just don't be talking about my family. But I got some cousins that's like older than me. They're my first cousins. My first round of cousins. Them jokers ain't got. It's just like, oh, we're just cutting them all the way off. All the way off. They're sitting on millions of dollars. They could get behind any kind of ideal I got, but because I left the wall of suffering, they don't want to have anything to do with it. So they suffer independently with the shit that they got going on. You know what I can do about that? Nothing. Because what I do is pivot off the danger. You got to be like my man said, like Dre said, you got to be a lord of the pivot. You got to be a master of the pivot. And the reason it's so dangerous over here is because there's no stable ground under you when you on the spiritual path. There's no stable ground. All your support come from above. Listen, when you was a robot, before you came over into spirituality and consciousness, it was all grounded. You was grounded. When you go over to spirit comes from up top. So your support is coming from here, a different direction. And you 20 years in the game, you ain't never had it come from the top. You 30 years in the game, 40 years in the game, 50 years in the game. You know, I'm hearing people all the time. I just been doing this for 2 years. I just got started. Somebody hit me on my inbox the other day talking about, I was searching for information on Kundalini and I found you. They sent me a message and was like, Kundalini, like it's some, like I'm going through hell. How do I reverse it? I said, it's just getting started. What are you talking about? That was another reason I was like, it's dangerous over here. But she thinking that her Kundalini awakening is the Antichrist. She fighting to stay asleep. Then when I replied, this nigga blocked me. I was like, keep it pushing anyway. What up, Tess? Traveling barbers in the building. I see Miami. Every man has the right to choose his own destiny. Bob Marley. You really, in a way, I think Bob Marley was wrong. That was a nice quote for the song. But I think, what up, Candace? What up, Tamara? What up, Deidre? I think I'm going to rewrite what Bob Marley said, that every man has the right to choose his own reality or his own illusion. That's what everybody has. Yeah. You can choose your own illusion. You can choose your own reality. But it ain't your destiny. You can't choose your own destiny. If you choose the illusion, you won't hit your destiny. Then you'll just keep reincarnating, doing this shit again. That's dangerous. But if you choose reality, you have a stronger chance of hitting your destiny. What up, Orlando? I see you. Team San Diego, Leo in the building. So we never had it. We had the grounding. So then now jokers come over and they call themselves woke and conscious and 5%ers and God bodies and all that. Peace to the God just showed up as I said it. But guess what? You still want to be grounded. Consciousness don't come from the ground. I want to go outside. I want to walk on the ground barefoot. I want to connect with the earth. You was running barefoot when you was little. You don't even realize. How do I get to spirit? Spirit is up here. Spirit is the crown chakra. Not the third eye. I want to open my third eye. I want to raise my Kundalini. Kundalini's up here, not in the base of the spine. You get lied to even more in the spiritual realm. When you're trying to go spiritual in consciousness, it's more buffoonery and lies and attacks than it is when you was a robot on the wall of suffering. But do you know why it's so dangerous? Because the rewards are exponentially greater. So I be like, man, look at the danger, look at the haters, so and so and blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Then I take my finger and do this. And I say, man, look at the rewards. Look at that potential over there. I can have that and that. Oh, wait a minute, I can't have that. That's mine. That's mine. I just need to go over there to it. And it's always I'm trying to pull my head back. Hey, look. This over here. 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 I just turn my head back. Man, that's mine over there. This is the illusion. This is the reality. It's about what you see. My man told me the other day, Destiny Grind, Tariq said, son, he said, you move different. You know why I move different? Because I see different. I see different. I see different. So if I see different, I'm going to move different. And sometimes when I move different, I ain't got no choice but to see other things. Where can I get more info on the seminar with Dr. Jerry? Dr. Jerry, my page, listen to me. It's going to be Friday at 7:30 in East Point, Georgia. DM me and I'll give you the address. I'm going to post it this week. I'm going to make a flyer tonight or in the morning or whatever, but you're going to know about it. But if you want to, but that's not the ceremony. The ceremony is on Saturday and Sunday. The lecture is free and it's going to be on Friday. Yes. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be some people who knew about it. Oh, toldmedicine.org to put your deposit down for your spot. You're going to get there on Friday. You're going to go on the fence and then you're going to want to do it. And we're going to be like, we ain't got no more spaces. Yeah, that's how that's going to go. toldmedicine.org. That's to put your deposit down. If you want to know more about the lecture, just hit me on just send me a DM. What up, Renpet? So, it becomes more dangerous in one way because the responsibility becomes more of one's own. My cousin Scotty always dropping the wisdom. Always dropping the wisdom. The crane gets it. Spreads his wings and let it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know it's more your responsibility, so it's more dangerous. When you go into the spiritual path, it's the high wire act. And there's no net. There's no net. That's why so many people quit. They quit or they come over and they want to smoke so much weed. And I'm not anti-cannabis, but I'm anti-pothead. I'm anti-excuses. I'm anti-copping out. Does our body contain cannabinoid receptors that can be helped by CBD? 1,000,000%. But guess what? You can't use it as an excuse, though. You still got to do the internal work yourself because to whom much is given, much is required. I'm trying career aptitude tests, but they don't seem personalized enough. What can I research the best career for self? In your astrology. Your best career is in your astrology course. Noble Drew Ali told you in the Circle 7, he said it's best, if you ask me what to study, I would say the self. If you ask me again, I would tell you again the self. The only way you're going to start to studying yourself is with astrology. Then guess what? It even gets more dangerous because you're going to get more information. Then guess what? Your ass is going to be more responsible. Man, I'm getting hot in here. Can I come out of this for a second? Woo! It's been cold and rainy all day. Oh, big shouts out to Tyson Ranch. Who's that? I know that's right, G. Big shouts out to Tyson Ranch. Boom. whoever got their product line, we coming to take it from you. Whoever got their product line for Tyson Ranch, we coming to take it for you. Me and my squad. That's just gonna be just one. It's okay. All the stars gonna get their own line. That's all they doing anyway. White labeling, but that's a whole nother science. Awareness, cuz said, awareness. The responsibility is great. Career aptitude test. She talking about because you're on the wall of suffering. They don't want you to be free. You're on the robot side. They're gonna give you a standard answer. That's how they do. They give you a standard answer, so you keep doing standard stuff. You don't start creating out of nothing. When you go over into creativity and when you go over into consciousness and spirituality, while you up on the high wire, you know how they be up on the high wire and they be holding the thing to keep their balance? You ain't even got that. The higher you go, the less you got, because the winds is blowing. The air, I be telling my Gemini homegirl, the air is thin up there. The higher you go, the higher altitude, the air is thin. So do you even know how to breathe at high altitude? So guess what? Without proper oxygen and know how to breathe properly, it gets even more dangerous. You're going to sit down here in the wall of suffering with the robots and breathe any way you want to. Breathe, high chest breathe, have a whole bunch of adrenaline going on, and then die before you 80. That's a damn plan that they got for you. Miss Camera Lady, what it do? What up, Paul? What up, Dre? So, or you can learn to breathe correctly. You'll go higher in spirit, higher in consciousness, higher in danger. The tools that you're going to need to survive up here are going to cost more. It's just like playing a video game. When you're playing a video game, what are they telling you? The higher levels you go, the more it's going to cost. I'm just trying to get my back straight up here. I've been kind of slouching. Pull y'all a little closer. This is better. So, why is it so dangerous? It's dangerous. You ain't got no support. You got to depend on yourself more. You can't lie no more. You got to be totally honest, radically honest, and success. But success is closer on the side. That's why I say the rewards are exponentially greater, and they're exponentially closer too, on the spiritual side. But people got all the excuses. You're up under so much of an attack. Your psyche's up under attack. Your spirit is up under attack. Your emotions is up under attack. Your family's up under attack. Your morals is up under attack. Your bank account's up under attack. What? So, are you a true fighter? Because they keep telling you, it's just love and light. It's not love and light over here on the side. It's not love and light. Whoever told you that, they fooled you. Or if you fell for it, if you believed it. Out for a long time, I definitely, camaraderie, y'all. We're all going to work together. We're all going to do this. For those of you who hit that toad, you're going to find out. You're going to find out when your illusion is dissolved. I know why so many people, what up, Cata 2019? I know why people are so afraid when they talk about that toad and that 5-MeO. They see what people are going through on the ground, and you looking at what they had to go through to get the reward, and you say, not me, not me. You just let your mind shut you down. You know why? Because you've been held. What up, Elder? Because you've been hanging with the robots who always say, let's not try that. We already have a system that guarantees us death before we're 80, and we're good. But we keep talking about legacy. How can you be talking about? It's every time you talk about legacy, here's the double talk. Here's the double talk danger. Joker start getting spiritual and conscious and start talking about leaving a legacy. What is leaving? How can you leave a legacy? You have to die. You see how slick that is? So you keep talking about death, then what happens? Then death comes because you kept calling it. You'll never hear people talking about immortality. I'm the legacy. I live the legacy every day. I'm not leaving shit. All I'm leaving is my footsteps. But jokers don't want to do that. They want to talk about leaving a legacy. Let me just get all this money. Let's do generational wealth. You know what generational wealth is? It's the talk of death. That's why it's so dangerous. Because you got to get away from death. You got to get away from the death talk. But you got most of the conscious community, soon as they come over, they left Jesus, they left the Bible, then they get over here and they start talking about generational wealth and leaving a legacy and being woke. But you still talking about death. You ain't really talking about God. They're not talking about God like they you. You know what I'm saying? They're not. It's all about death. To death be the glory. To death be the glory. That's why it's dangerous. Because it's so much confusion being pumped into that side. So many charlatans or whatever, or people posing as people who they really not. If I'm talking about a legacy, that's like I must be really scared to die. I'm really happy with my position right now. I ain't gonna never say I'm ready to get up out of here. Like I learned that from Malachi York. Y'all better understand this. He said, never say I'll die for you. Because then death will come and help. But when you start saying I'll kill for you, that's the type of energy that I emit. I'll kill for you. It's distinctly different than I'll die for you. I will not die for you. I won't die for my nephew and they know I love Vincent. I won't die for Dr. Gibson and I love him. I won't die for Mama Kathy. But I'll kill for each and every one of them. And then go down and rest easy and get up in the morning and get me some breakfast. 1,000,000% make me some old cinnamon toast and some turkey sausage and eggs. Might even put some jelly on the cinnamon toast just because I want to be different. Right. There, but it won't be any type of remorse whatsoever. And then you know what? Death says, don't bother him. He dangerous. See, you got to turn the leaf over and you have to start becoming dangerous on the spiritual path. Where death starts shunning you. Habits of death start shunning you. You can't walk around and just be afraid of death. Have you ever thought about that? How do I make death shun me? How do I make death see me coming and cross the street? How do I make death respect me? Success is the realization of a worthy ideal. Is death a worthy ideal? So how did leaving a legacy all of a sudden become such a worthy ideal? Raising a strong son. I called my cousin Scotty the other day. All I want to talk about was how good a father he was. He loved changing the subject, but I kept getting back to it. I'm just so proud of him about what he's doing as a father right now. The type of son he's raising right now. I didn't tell him not one time how great his son's gonna be when he die. I want my cousin to be a crazy ass great grandfather with a whole bunch of grandchildren still living, still out here getting coochie. I want the women to be bringing him the coochie. Of course he ain't gonna be chasing it. He's a king. He's a Carter. What do you mean? How do you balance that? I understand that you were saying about calling death, but why not build a legacy of wealth for your family? Why do I need to have the word legacy in it? Legacy is all about death. The word that you invoke. You getting ready to go do a whole spiritual ritual. Why are you getting ready to use the words death? Why would you use the words that relate to death in a ritual? I don't even never want to talk about legacy. I don't want to talk about what I'm doing right now. They say, Kaya, what you do for a living? I breathe oxygen. Deeply down here up under the abdomen, down here in the lower dantian. Talk to him, Scotty. There's no balance either. That means I would have to be part-time slave, part-time king. I'm all harmony. That's like H2O. H2O is not balance. It's harmony. There's not two atoms of hydrogen and two atoms of oxygen. That'll be H2O2. Water is H2O. That's harmony. God put it right in your face every day, and everybody want to talk about balance. See how dangerous it is over here? Raising a strong child, period. Pouring into a child. Do you have something to pour into a child? Ooh. Robots ain't got nothing to pour into a child. They just teaching the child about death. They teaching the child about taxes, credit, stuff like that. But from the downside, I'm going to teach you about taxes and credit and how to play the game, play the system, and breathe deeply and relax and live long. But not for when I die. All my plans is for dying. What's the difference between harmony and balance? You tell me. Balance is this when it's balanced out. When it's even on both sides. That's balance, a balancing act. Watch this. That's a balancing act. See that? That's the same on both sides. I just told you the harmony is when I'm a full-time king and my woman's a full-time queen and we got harmony. We don't balance each other out. We harmonize each other out. Yeah. What up, Elder? What up, Marcia? Thank you for joining. Khaled is in the building. Uh-oh. One of my teachers, one of my big homies just showed up. Peace to the God. We ain't talking about no legacies. I ain't talking about no generational wealth. We're talking about the dangers of spirituality. Why is it so dangerous on the spiritual path? The thing is dangerous because you don't even see what kind of danger you in sometimes while you over here shouting love and light and you claiming that you woke or you put on some. It ain't the garb, it ain't the dashiki, it ain't the locks. Some jokers with bald head and gold teeth got way more consciousness and way more aptitude for success than jokers that's got locks coming all down their ass. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Deshaun? Please press 2 if you just got here that you shared the video. That was not what I was trying to do. What is happening here? Hold on. Okay. Yes, and if you just got here, please state your name and your zodiac and what city and state you represent. Yeah. So the danger is not even realizing that. But guess what? If I'm spirit and the information and the support is coming down from up high, why can't I be a puppet for the universe? Why can't I let the universe pull my strings? You know what I'm saying? I don't need to ground no more. I don't need to be grounded. Let me tell you about an experience I had the other day. I don't know if any of y'all know about the magic mushrooms, psilocybin, P-funk. When you do mushrooms, your first 3 trips, you need a sitter. A sitter is someone that's there to make sure that if you need a blanket, you want to wrap up, you want some water, you want to go to the bathroom, and make sure nobody bothers me while I'm on my trip. That's why they call it a trip. But you're getting high because you're going up. And then they say, oh, I need to ground myself. Let me go outside and stand in the woods so I can ground myself. Well, the mushroom's trying to get you high. They're trying to take you to a whole nother multiverse to teach you higher knowledge, higher wisdom, to give you spiritual tools and spiritual weapons to defend yourself here. Wow. And people were like, oh, I think they need to ground. If you do some mushrooms with me, if you get the first hour, and I'm going to do all that stuff you want. But after that, you're going to go in a dark room by yourself and you're going to experience what the medicine is designed for you to go higher. So many of y'all, when I see people on mushrooms, I see how afraid they are to go high and leave here. The ground comes out from up under you, and then you become afraid. Why are we so afraid of not being grounded? Why are we so afraid of taking off and ascending? But we always talking about love and light. You know what the danger is over here on the conscious and the spiritual side is still not knowing that you program with a Jesus mentality. You still program with a church mentality. What up, Team Taurus Atlanta? Miss Bonita. The Hemp Healer Team Virgo, August 28th. I see. What's that? I don't know what Aries Taurus Caspian is. I don't know what that is. You either Aries or a Taurus. What up, Team Virgo, ATL? Way of G Burrow. You from the G Burrow? April 19th, Kimberly, up in Ontario, Florida. Peace to the game. Serenity. Hey, baby. Mwah. That's because they was not fully prepared to surrender. Can you be prepared to surrender? That's why sometimes it's got to snatch you. That's why you be seeing people purging when they be on the medicines because it forces you. Sometimes these medicines force you into things that's really good for you. Like when God be trying to not let you get a job and all this other type of stuff in this situation, or you be praying, you be doing this ritual to try to get this person to stay with you and they don't stay with you, or you go pay somebody some big money to do a ritual for you and it still don't work, and then you get all mad. That was God showing you favor, you dumbass. What? You ain't really on this. What's the danger on this side? The most dangerous thing about the spiritual side is trusting the unseen, giving all glory to God without being religious, letting spirit pull you up, being supported from the top. What happens when you raise your hands up, Scotty, like this over your head? Everybody should know this answer right here. What up, Diamond Stallone? What happens when you hold your hands up over your head? What happens in here? My cousin getting ready to tell y'all, so is anybody else going to answer this before he gives you the answer? What happens when you raise your hands over your head like this? Everybody raise your hands over your head and see what happens. What happens when you raise your hands over your head? He getting ready to type it in. He's already typing already. It's just delayed because it's on Facebook. Oh, or the other G. The lungs expand. The lungs open up. The breath that's up here with the hands up is so different than the breath with your hands down across your lap, sitting on your stomach. I feel long, I feel like I can breathe better. Right, you feel long because, right, your airway is open, said Michelle. Scotty said, you start opening up your crown chakra. That too, because my hands are up here. I'm also extending my crown chakra. So you telling me I can just open my lungs and extend my crown chakra by putting my hands over my head, Kyrie? Long as you're breathing from the lower down to in. That's all. If you're in Virginia, you should contact M. Scotty Cogdale, and he can show you. He might be putting some videos up. You can go in his inbox and ask him to send you a video on how to expand your lungs, get the lymphatic system cleaned out. That's make you even more dangerous. See, I'm going to be on the spiritual side. I'm going to be dangerous. Yeah. I ain't going to be over here in danger. Those are your options. I'm just telling all of you. Those of you who think you on the spiritual path, are you dangerous? Are you disrupting the wall of suffering by leaving it? As long as you stay at the wall of suffering trying to help somebody else and pull somebody else from the wall of suffering, you're supporting the wall of suffering with your energy. You become dangerous when you leave the wall of suffering. Listen to what I just said. Leaving makes me dangerous. Leaving the wall of suffering? Yeah, changing positions makes you more dangerous. When Shaquille O'Neal was at the top of the key, he wasn't dangerous. It's when he was in the post that he was dangerous. Yeah. Are you in danger or are you dangerous? Lungs and diaphragm open up, allowing for more oxygen. Right. Scotty said, inbox me. And he is danger. And look how long it's taking for jokers to answer. Yeah, you better be dangerous on the spiritual side. Because predators will leave you alone then. Otherwise, you just food source. Valita says, I'm one dangerous mofo. Kimberly says she's in danger. Now, Kimberly's on the path because she's being honest. Over here on Facebook, ain't nobody want to answer. Golly. What are you? Are you in danger or are you dangerous? If you're in danger, you better start working on becoming dangerous. You got to be a friend of danger. You know what I'm saying? I'm a friend of danger. I'm an enemy of death. Me and danger are friends. Me and death ain't. Death see me and be like, shit, can't get nothing off this nigga here. You're right. And I ain't going to make it easy for you. My current career involves helping those with intellectual disabilities. Well, then change. Volunteers, can we be both? Both what? In danger and dangerous? Can you be wet and dry at the same time? Can you hold your breath and breathe at the same time? The resisting to surrender causes the purging to become aggressive. Purge versus a complete surrender comes out more in flow. Ooh. hunt what's hunting you. I'm dangerous. Piece of seafood. Seabot Cunningham just fell up in here. The eagle just fell up in this joint. I gotta be a true Aries. I gotta be the danger. Just because you an Aries, your sun sign don't make you dangerous. Let's be real clear on that. Your sun sign is the ego. Are you on YouTube or IG? Yes, I have an IG channel. I'm broadcasting right now. And then I'm going to take this and put it on my YouTube channel. Just type in Coach Khayr. You'll find me everywhere. Somebody sent me a message. What'd she say? After all these years, you still the one who made me sit up and pay attention. I am the one that make you sit up and pay attention. You know why? Because I'm dangerous. Things that are dangerous, you start paying attention to. So if I wasn't dangerous, why was somebody paying attention to me? But I ain't even trying to get you to pay attention to me. All I'm doing is sharing I'm sharing my revelations with you. Danger is a familiar feeling for me, she says. Good point. To grow out of in danger and to become dangerous is the goal. Sun, Moon, Taurus, Scorpio rising. If you're a Scorpio rising, did you have a problem with your lungs before the age of 12? Or did you break any of your arms or sprain fingers or anything like that? Damn, wait a minute. All the gods is up here. I got 3. I got all type of black belts up in here. Peace to the God, Christopher McLean, praying mantis in here. He was one of the first ones to explain to me the danger, but he said it in a whole nother way. Mantis, you remember what you told me when we was in Creek Bend when I was staying with you before I stayed with Styron? Mantis left. He didn't got the car and say bye. I think both of us cried that day. The car wouldn't even start. It's my ace. The car wouldn't even start. We had to push start the car to get it to start. We packed all his clothes up in it. I thought he was going to start the car and then get out the car and then dap us up and then get back in the car. We push started the car and this nigga drove off. Broke my heart like it was a girl leaving me. My brother. I said, this nigga didn't even say goodbye. Damn. And then I thought about it. He taught me a lesson. He was like, I can't say goodbye because it'll hurt me too much. He didn't want to go back to Lumberton. Well, none of y'all know that story. But before that happened, he told me a story. He was the one, see that? He was the one told me about the aunt from the gate. He was the one telling me about Imhotep. He was the one planting the seed in me. I was smoking the weed and he was planting the seed. I had the weed, he had the seed. He was dropping it up here from the top. You know what I'm saying? And he was making them beats off the gate. And then he was like, everything is based on the truth, even a lie. God damn, Mantis, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Is Mantis on here? If you want to hear God, please press 1. Let these jokers see who you are. Off the gate. They call him divine for a reason. I got all kind of names for him. His real name is Don't Fuck With Him. That's what his real name is. What is that? Oh shit, my arm was pulled out of the socket at a young age. I also got the wind out of me like 6 years old. That's crazy. I'm growing out of weed addiction. I swear the lung thing makes so much sense to even know. Yeah. I ain't do nothing but plants. All I did, she said I planted the seed in her. That's how it go. When the wind blow, you got to be a fountain or a drain. And it's dangerous being a drain. I mean, it's dangerous being a fountain. It's so easy to be a drain. It's so easy to be a drain. It's easy for you just to sit there and suck up somebody else's stuff. But why is it so dangerous on the spiritual path? Because on the spiritual path, you're going to have to overcome your fear of death, and you're going to have to be willing to take life. You're going to have to exactly get outside of your comfort zone to where it's dangerous at. And a lot of cats are not ready to get out their comfort zone. They're trying to teach you comfort. They just want to teach you comfort. Here's comfort. Here's comfort. Let me just show you how to be comfortable. What? It doesn't work like that. Even amongst my brothers, we got rank, initiation, high level teachings, and we still be having bumps. We still ain't got it right yet. And we all dangerous. We dangerous to ourselves. We dangerous to each other. We stronger if we work together, if we hit them like the Wu-Tang Clan. Ooh, boy, everybody please watch the Wu-Tang documentary first and then go watch Wu-Tang American Saga. Oh my God. It's just like almost like a story of Shindao. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. Ooh. What up, Shamika? So, please stop looking for... Oh, please, if y'all just got here, press 2 if you shared the video. Also, state your Team Zodiac and what city and state you represent. Please quit with the imagining. I really can't tell you to quit. I'm asking you that to realize that the danger is over here. You know what I'm saying? It don't get no easier when you hit enlightenment. Nobody's going to give you no breaks. What up, JC the Goddess? Long Beach, California, I see you. Ankh Uja Sensei. She's speaking that Nuwapu all on it. Yeah. To give, seeking nothing in return is my definition of love. Also, the second definition is tolerance. So sometimes when I'm tolerating my family, you know what? That's my way of showing love and compassion. Because I want to receive love and compassion myself. So if I ain't able to give it, then how is it going to happen? Cat told me tonight, he said God gonna now he just met me this week. He was like, God gonna bless you beyond your wildest imagination. I said, you know who you talking to? You know what my wildest imagination looked like? What? See, you have to, it's important. I don't want to tell you what you have to do. If you want to overcome your fear of danger, you're going to have to impress upon yourself the need to trust spirit more. The need to trust spirit more. And you're going to only trust something by engaging it. What's a Team Zodiac? Your Team Zodiac. She said, what's a Team Zodiac? When's your birthday? We'll know what Team Zodiac you on. So, you know why I trust Scotty if I go somewhere? If I get into a fight or something? Or I trust Scotty, he going to keep his mouth shut about certain situations? Because we done already practiced. We done practice keeping your mouth shut. We done already practice fighting. So I already know how he gonna react. So I can trust that. What up, Ray? What up, Rise Wise? Robbers don't rob a home that's empty. What that mean? You're gonna have to explain that. What that mean, robbers don't rob a home? What are some basic ways to learn trust if you're a beginner? To realize you're not a beginner. You've been programmed to think you were a beginner. For you to even be sitting here looking at me means you advanced. Meditation is you already trust. You have to change your definition. How can you not trust? You know not to put your hand on the stove because it showed you. You have to change your definition of trust to learn how to trust. Trust means to trust what people show you. This pen writes red. I trust it because I have written red with it. It's red. I done stabbed myself with a pen and hurt myself. So I know if I stab somebody in the eye, it's going to hurt. Backyard of Florida Street. Whoa. Whoa, who that know about Florida Street? Wait a minute. Who is that? Who that ESPL know about backyard of Florida Street? Protect yourself, in other words, but still remain teachable. Protect yourself. How do I feel about you protect yourself? Man, you protect yourself with what you practice. Your practice is the only thing that can protect you. What does Senyata say? Watch my fam over here. They getting ready to, what does Senyata say? Why do you think he kept saying the whole practice? Practice. Scotty, what separated the student from the master? Practice. Yeah, I don't teach comfort. Protect spirituality, I mean. Spirituality don't need to be protected. It need to be practiced. Ow! Thank you for drawing that up out of me. We're working together, teamwork over here. You don't have to protect spirituality. You need to practice trusting spirit. If you practice spirit and get more experiences, then you'll keep practicing. So now people be like, how do you know what I'm saying, what you got going on? Somebody asked me, they said, what holds all this together? I said, magic. How could I say that so confidently? Because I ain't bluffing. I ain't loving light and magic. I'm practicing magic. We sorcerers. You from Shendao, you a sorcerer. You got Cobra Breath, you a sorcerer. You got Tai Chi ruling, you're a sorcerer. You understand Qigongs and breath work, you're a sorcerer. You can teach others, you can create alchemy, you can let energy and light come out of your hands, you're a sorcerer. All of us have that potential, but are you practicing with it? The master made the effort. The difference between the student and the master was the master made the effort. And the only way he could make a effort was to practice. He had to be practiced. Protect my own energy so that people don't suck up my energy. Why are you afraid of somebody sucking up your energy? Change the people that you hanging around. If somebody's sucking up your energy, why'd you let them get that close to you? Some of this stuff is common sense, but you ain't gonna see it until you get up I don't even say way up here. It's just when you clear your head out. You hanging around the wall of suffering, so of course somebody's gonna suck your energy. Why don't you leave the place where people suck energy? You ain't gonna never be out of energy. Never. You always gonna have energy. You might feel low energy. You eating the wrong foods. You doing fad diets. You're not fact checking for yourself. What are you doing? Practice don't make perfect. Practice creates trust. You are already perfect. See how dangerous it is? How the wall of suffering to come and tell you and just be like, well, you're not perfect. You have to make yourself perfect. You already got here perfect. Everything you had was in the egg and the sperm. When you was in your daddy's nutsack, when you was in your mama's ovum, it got released and they came together. It was already perfect. All your experiences hit at the same time. 9 months before you got here. If you were preemie, it was 8 months before you got here. It was actually 12 months before you got here because you was already plotting on your parents. This information like this is dangerous. Yeah, I have an issue with follow through and consistency. So then why don't you work on, go get you a tool that helps you against procrastination. Do I have mine in here? There's tools that'll help you against procrastination. And that's not it. But anyway. That's about all I got for y'all tonight. Yeah. We infinite abundance if we choose reality. We can choose illusion too and be broke as hell and poverty and not have no money and all type of stuff. It's the choice. You so perfect, you can put the effort forth and become a master, or you can not put the effort forth and just be a vagrant. You can just be. But you're just going to have more laps and maybe a little more uncomfortable. But what you looking for? Are you looking for comfort? I use subliminal recordings for prosperity, consciousness, and self-love. Yeah, but where are you getting... peace to the God. He's like, this your man used to come to the crib with esteem. I'm about to call the God when I get off the phone to tell him about this business opportunity I got too. Oh man, for my family over here who know me, Jazz is back. The sequence of events. He back. But the best qualities of him, he's back. Erica, Jazz is back. Scotty, Jazz is back. Bread, Jazz is back. Yeah. Clearly I'm practicing a lot in my life. That's cool. Perfect practice makes perfect. Shan on the I Ching. Those who know do. Yeah, Jazz is back. Erica need to holler at me. That's just how it's crazy. I don't know what I can do for y'all in Greensboro, but Jazz is back. We back in the legal dope game. It's over. So I definitely yeah. Crow ain't never going nowhere. But we had to chain. Jazz been chained up for 16 years. Jazz been chained up for 16 years. Like, no. Where Jazz? Where's he at? What? They want, but it ain't the old Jazz. He coming back looking at all this new information that Khayr and Crow got for him. He just looking around. stretching. Jazz was a smart cat anyway. He was already a smart cat. He doesn't have the resources Kyer and Crow got. But now he got it. Now he got the resources that Kyer and Crow got. And he coming back and he just like, where the money? Don't you got, where my money at? Peace to the God. Yeah, Jazz is back. Yeah, Crow is here. Jazz is here. You always reign supreme, no matter the name. You better talk to him, Erica. What? Erica giving y'all up too much game. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tonight. For those of you who stayed on a scale of 1 to 10, how was this share? Press 2 if you did share this in a group or somewhere. I definitely appreciate it. If you was, yeah, a lot of y'all don't even know who Jazz is or Crow is. Don't worry about it. Just keep calling me Kyer. If you don't know, you don't know. It's all good. That was just for who? Just for those who know. Absolutely. Jazz didn't have no. Jazz was the one who found Shindao though. So that nigga's a legend. Legendary. You know what I'm saying? Then we went another way. What up, Deborah? What up, Antoinette? Hopefully this is a week. We've been working on the Anabacoa. I want y'all to get the first line. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. All together. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Yakid Gehe, Lamcha Pene, Zokrea Katushka Teka. Ooh, that second line is hell. It ain't hard. Yeah. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Kabel, Renat, Amcha, Sagvanu, Taharanu, Nora. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Kabel, Renat, Amcha, Sagvanu, Taharanu, Nora. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera. Kabel, Renat, Amcha, Sagvanu, Taharanu, Nora. Well, there we have it. Hits Nikki said, I don't know nothing about Jazz. Man, that's all that's gravy, man. We ain't worried about that. He introducing himself. For those who know, they know what I'm talking about. It kind of know what I'm talking about. So I appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for your participation. We're getting ready to be up out of here. I found you in peace and I'm going to leave you in prayer. Anabacoa, Gijilat, Yamenka, Tatir, Tezera, Kabel, Ronad, Amcha, Sagvanu, Taharanu, Nara, Nagibor, Deshe, Yekadeka, Kavava, Shamran, Barkum, Tarum, Rakame, Tazika, Teka, Tamid, Gamlin, Kasin, Kadosh, Bararuf, Tufka, Nahelata, Teka, Yakid, Gehel, Amchapanez, Okrea, Katushka, Teka, Shavatanu, Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea, Talamot, Bararuk, Shem, Kavo, Makuto, Lalam, Vaed. Yes, Dr. Jerry will be here. The free lecture is on Friday at 7:30 in East Point. I'll be making a flyer, but if you can't wait that long, you just inbox me. Ceremony is Saturday and Sunday. You only get the address if you come into ceremony. You don't get to come and hang out. Okay? Probably most of y'all will get the address when you get to the function on Friday night. If you have not made your deposit and you want to experience 5-MeO DMT, the Toad Medicine, in Atlanta, Georgia, please go to toadmedicine.org. Toadmedicine.org. Scroll down to where it says Atlanta. Put your information in. Dr. Jerry get back to you. He'll send you how to send the bread over. Voila. Cannot promise that there will be any spots open when you get there on Friday night. All right. Peace to the fam. Peace. Alrighty. That was over there. Yeah, that's it too. Share that to the story. Oh. Hey, peace to y'all over here on Facebook too, YouTube. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.